Hi everybody, welcome back to Shell Star Stitches. I hope you're all doing okay and a very happy new year to you all. This is my first video for a couple of weeks. Sorry, I know I was doing the lives every day. I did do one video I think with a haul, didn't I, for you just before Christmas. But it's actually been quite nice to just chill out, spend time with hubby and family, and yeah, to be honest, I didn't really have anything arriving anyway either, and I had nothing to show you really other than Advent because that was my project. So yeah, back to normal service resuming, and we'll do some videos for you hopefully every week again, get back into the swing of it, with what's going on and what's going down. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year if you celebrate it, or at least managed to rest if it's not your cup of tea. Yeah, so I have one delivery to show you, well, pick up, and a few little bits of projects. I think I did show you my Advent, didn't I? Did I show you it all completed? Let me go and get that. So let me just pause the video and I will go and get that as well. So I'm ready to show you that. Bear with one sec. Right, so I'm back, sorry. I looked at it and thought I must get that for the video because I don't think I'd shown you. And I forgot. Yeah, so I've got Advent to show you. Yeah, and a few bits really. I lie, there's 2 deliveries. I've just spotted another one. So we'll start with that and then we'll go on to projects to show you and what we're working on at the moment. So I went and collected my very final yarn from Bryony from Spectrum Fibre for the year for the Dream Club. And this is December's yarn. I'm just peeling the sticker off that I've stuck on it. Yeah, December's Dream Club yarn. It's the very last one. I think I've said to you before, I'm not going to be carrying on with my monthly yarn subscriptions. Not because I didn't enjoy them at all. I really did. I loved them all. But I've got so much stash, as we know. I need to get using it. So I was only meant to have 1 yarn subscription last year, which was Bryony's. And then I ended up having that, Woolly Mamas and Discreet Unicorn. So we're going to try and resist temptation this year, and get using up some stash, which I was doing before Christmas when I was making Christmas presents. I was making socks and I was using up yarn stash, so that's good. So this is December's, and this one is called Quality Streets. So this is like a pastel-y take on Quality Street Sweeties, as we have over here in the UK. I'm not sure if you get these outside of the UK. They're made by Nestle. Quality Street, I believe, or Nestle. So I'm not sure if you get those outside the UK, but they are a brand of chocolate sweets. So you get all the different varieties in a tub or in a chocolate box. But they're famous for this time of year because us Brits like our tubs of chocolate at Christmas. So you know it's Christmas time coming when they all get released in the supermarkets over here. So yeah, that is the last of 2023's Yarn Club. So a full 12 months of each of them actually, so 36 skeins of yarn, not including what I purchased. Hence why I need to use up my stash. So that arrived, and then something else arrived this morning. So this is my, I'm not sure if this is the last one actually, it might be, Toft Centraliser collection. So I'm hiding it at the moment. This is the sort of grow your own centraliser collection that they've been running, and this morning this one arrived, and let me see if I can show you it so that it will show up on the camera on my hand. You can see if I put that in front of my face, you can see there it's a little trowel, little teeny tiny trowel charm, with a little green handle, if I can turn it around the right way. Okay. A little green handle. So that is our centraliser that has arrived today. So that is a spoiler if anyone hasn't had theirs arrive. That is our centraliser and it's dangling away there. So that will go on my keyring momentarily. Right, projects. Let's show you Advent first, because this is what we did in this sort of, well, it's not the right order, but never mind. Right, I've got them in my little basket in here. So yeah, really enjoyed Toft's Advent this year of our mini makes, and we did do it was Nutcracker themed. So it was the Sugar Plum Fairy, the Nutcracker and the Mouse King, who I'd never heard of. So that was new on me. We had some, which you'll see in a second here, I'm just going to go through it, some crocheting with ribbon, which was interesting. We've got some, not crochet with chain, but we've got some threading of some chain through, and we've actually got some, oh, what was this stuff called? Roving, I think it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, people, please. I'm pretty sure it's called roving, for sort of accents and hair and things like that. So, without further ado, I was just altering his whiskers because they're, I'm not too sure, can't remember what Kerry said they were made out of, but every so once in a while they get a bit bent out of shape. So this is our Mouse King, and this is the crochet with the ribbon. So we did it for the sword and this crown here that the Mouse King is wearing, and we had to thread through. I think if I just sort of warm them up with my hands normally, it bends it, but I have to be careful not to pull them out of his nose because they are just stuck through. So let me warm that up a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. There's his whiskers. He's got his little paws and feet, some detailing down the side of the trouser, a tail sticking through his trousers, and some beading and long stitch work on a cape. So that is our Mouse King, all completed and done. I didn't put these away up in the loft with the Christmas decorations because I wasn't sure that I wanted to. Then we have the Nutcracker himself. So here he is. He's got wire in his little staff, which every so often on mine keeps poking out the bottom. And I found this chain work really difficult in this staff, trying to get it through the small area of crochet. Some nice bead work on the jacket there. And this is the roving here. I've used it for Beardy for him, if you can see that sticking out. There we go. And then we've got the chain work on the hat as well there. I have, when I sewed the hat on, I sewed it so far around and I did stuff, only because I felt that otherwise his hat might go on the wonk a little bit. So he has got stuffing in there, not a lot, but he's got stuffing to keep his hat quite upright. When Toft shared my picture of these on their stories, I hadn't quite finished it yet, and he had black hair. I had done him black hair, and then I think when I was having trouble, because I have put wire in his arms as well, I was having trouble threading it, and all the black hair, all the yarn got sort of all like not frayed up, but you know what I mean. It wasn't sitting all nice in its proper threads. And also with the plum and the colourway, I actually decided it was all too much dark, so I decided on changing it to white or cream. So he now has cream hair at the back. So we sat after his hat was already sewn on, removing all of the black and putting in cream instead. So yeah, his arms are wired only purely because when he was finished and where I stuffed the arms more than Kerry, his arms were a bit out like this. So I wired them so he could actually have his arms more by his side. So that was, yeah. And also I was stuffing as I was going along, wasn't I, if you watch the lives? So trying to get his coat on, I knew that would probably happen, but I've had it with another mate since, and I can't do it the other way around because I know I'm not going to get it stuffed how I want it. So that is the Nutcracker himself, little ribbons on his boots as well. And then finally, the one that I had most OCD with, and I still keep doing it now, is the Sugar Plum Fairy with her tutu. Being a ballerina myself, I know what they're like, and they're very stiff. And these, I folded it and I had it clipped for a while to try and hold it, to make it look as tutu-y as possible, if that's a saying, and as even and yes, and as regular and as possible, but it's a bit irregular in places. But that is our Sugar Plum Fairy with her tutu. There was no option for brown hair in the Advent. A lot of the Advents, and it was all destined to be in black. With the oatmeal skin tone, I found it was too harsh for me. I didn't like the idea of it, but I know some people have since done it and really like the black. But I think because I had the pale skin tone, I went with fudge, I believe that is. Can't even remember now, it came out of my leftover stash. And I have just put a bit of ribbon around her bun because that's what That's what us ballerinas used to do. So she's got a little bit of ribbon around her bun, and her tiara is now sewn on as well, so you can at least see a bit of her hair. She's got her little ballet ribbons on her shoesies, and she is wired in both her legs and in her arms so that she can make those ballerina positions with her arms and legs, which is nice. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, really enjoyed it, really lovely crochet along, and I liked the Plum's yarn that we got. I'm hoping Kerry might release all of these at some point, all the special ones from the advents, because I especially liked like the jade green out of the was that 2021 Resplendent Quetzal, and I love the plum colour here. I missed out on Extravaganza when you could have got, I mean I ordered but I didn't win the plum kits. Yeah, so I really hope she brings that plum yarn as a proper staple. Before Christmas and before Advent, I can't remember if I showed you these, but I did start to make the Flora Society. So a quick whistle stop again. There is my, oh, pigeon. Sorry, it's not my pigeon. Pigeon on the fence. Shitake mushroom. So there's the underneath, under the, what's that called? A cap? I don't eat mushrooms, so I'm not very good at them. So that's completed from the Flora Society. Not sure if I've overstuffed the cap slightly there, but there we go. And I had also made the Sprig of Cranberries. One of them is being shy and turning around this way. There is the Sprig of Cranberries there that are all joined together. I'd like to twist around. And I have made a start on, and this is the, I can't really say it, Celeriac. But not sure what we're doing at the bottom, because there's nothing from Kerry in the pattern about pulling any stitches through or anything. It's just you do, I've done 3 of these. I need to carry on round and do some more, but then you're just going to have an open bottom. So I think what I'll do is I'll thread and do like a running stitch and then pull it all together. And mine doesn't feel quite as domed as it should be, but I think once you sort of pull all that together, I don't know. Not really sure. And I don't think many people have made these yet because they came so close to Christmas. I think everyone's been doing Advent, so yeah. So we're working on that at the moment. And then I've got the fennel left to do, because I want to get that finished, because obviously that's Flora Society for 2023. I know 2024 doesn't start till February, but... And I also finally finished the very last of my Flora Society from 2022. I did take this one on holiday with me when I went on holiday in the summer, and I didn't get around to making it, but then I was lucky enough, a friend that I've made through Toft, Holly, sent me an Amaryllis bulb for Christmas. And it's exactly the same as this one that we're making from Toft. So it's growing upstairs. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to make this then, aren't I? So that if my Amaryllis grows, I can take a picture of them together. I'm not very good with plants unless it's like cactus or a succulent. Although my prayer plant that I bought because of Toft is still alive in the bathroom. And I have recovered an orchid that I thought was dying, and it's now growing new stems. So anyway, Amaryllis is finally done with the, and if you can just catch the light there, the crystally sparkly yarn that we got as part of that. So that was a special edition yarn. I did with this one, because I couldn't work out on the pattern said to leave the head unstuffed. And then, because this is a hood, if you can see there. Oh, got a bit of yarn sticking out there. Let's pull that out. Not too sure what's happened there. It's obviously where I've put an end through. Sorry, distracted there. I'll trim that off. Yeah, so it's a hood that the head goes into. But I remember doing the ball dahlia and I actually stuffed it before I put the hood on. And also this was worked from the top. Oh, hello. Got a whole bit of yarn coming out here. Oh no, it looks like my actual hood is coming apart. Oh, it is. I've got a hole there in my hood. Right, I need to stitch that and fix that, because it looks like my crochet's got snipped somehow and is coming apart. That's worrying. Right, stop fiddling with that now, Michelle. We'll finish that in a minute. Yeah, I've got a hole now. Yeah, so my dahlia I had stuffed and pushed through, and I did the same with this, and then I ended up feeling like this was a bit unstuffed, so it's actually got stuffing in here that you can't see, and I wonder if I've actually caught that with the scissors when trying to unsnip where I'd sewn it in. Hopefully I can recover that and the stitches and just kind of try and join them together somehow, if I don't keep pulling at it. So that is done. So yeah, current project is finish Flora Society. I did also finish something else while I was off, which has been an ongoing project, as we know. So I finished my Marauders Map blanket in January of last year, didn't I? And I decided to stitch a back piece to hide all the ends, which meant doing another 40,500 stitches. But finally, I finished the back and I've joined front and back together. So I've got a border around the edge. I'm not going to be able to hold this all up to show you. Border around the edge there of cream and burgundy. And we've got the back on. So we now have, it's fully completed and fully finished, my Marauders Map blanket with its border. Needs a bit of spritzing and sort of, so it keeps curling around the edge. But yeah, it's all backed and done. So it's very, very warm to sit under because obviously it's 2 layers of Aran. But it is now all done and usable. So that's good. I'm really, really pleased with that. To have finally finished it off and it be done. I'm actually wearing it upside down anyway, so that's why it looks a bit weird. There we go. Right way up now. But yeah, I joined them both together with cream, front and back. And then I just extended out and did a couple of rows of cream, one row of burgundy and then another row of cream to do a border. I didn't want anything too thick and I didn't want to run out of the yarn either. So yeah, that is all done. So yeah, I've got no deliveries or anything coming now other than the Curate crochet box I signed up for. I showed you the December one, didn't I, before Christmas that arrived. January's, I have seen what it is and I've let it go through because I'm pleased with the project. So I'm going to show you that when it arrives. It's been billed, so it might be arriving next week actually. And yeah, just be showing you what projects I'm on. There you go. So I think on that note, I will leave you to it. I'm going to carry on with crochet today and update my crochet journal actually. I might show you that next time. But have a lovely weekend. Let me know any projects you're working on, how you found your advents, etc. And I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye.